Yo, what is up? So as you can see, I'm in my son's room again, and it's looking a bit. We're cleaning up pretty much. I didn't do anything. My wife and Allie did, so they cleaned up the whole room, so it's nice and tidy now. And we are just a month away from Mr. Arthur Benson being born. I just want to give you a quick update on what the room looks like. I just got this today. There's no artwork, but we're thinking about doing something like an elephant. Like an elephant, we'll see. But yeah, I think the theme is elephants for this guy. So we got baskets full of stuff now. Showing this off kind of like a mini vlog in the beginning. But yeah, so I'm here today to go over the levels of fat loss for women. So I drew something up today, and I was like, you know what? I'll maximize this drawing in order to make the most of it. So I drew this morning. So it's the stages of fat loss. It's level 1, 2, and 3. And I made a reel about it, but I kind of want to go in depth in it in a YouTube video today. Okay, so let's dive in. This is for you if you've been working out or you've been trying to eat better and you feel like you're not losing any weight. This video is definitely going to help you, because I see this all the time with women. They try super hard when it comes to working out. They get a lot of steps in. They try to sleep better, but they're not seeing any results happening. They're not seeing the weight go down no matter how hard they try. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why that's happening and how to start losing a pound a week. But first, let's talk about the thing that no one ever talks about out loud. Fat loss is frustrating, right? You're putting in effort, you're saying no to certain foods, you're doing workouts, you're staying consistent, and then you step on the scale and it doesn't move. Maybe 1 pound down, maybe nothing. And now you're in your head and you're probably thinking, what is the point? Why am I stuck like this? Or you're probably thinking like, yo, is my body broken? And over time, that's when most women slowly stop trying and trying. Not because they don't care, it's because they feel like nothing is working for them. But here's the truth, there are levels to fat loss. And most women are just stuck at level 1 and 2, and they're wondering why they're not seeing any changes whatsoever. So level 1 is where most women start. And in level 1, you're probably eating healthier, you're doing workout classes, which is a good start, but what happens is you're not seeing any change whatsoever. And when women are stuck at level 1, what usually happens is they lose 1 pound in a month. That's because this stuff isn't as aggressive as you need it to be in order to actually see the scale or actually see the number on the scale go down. So what happens here is like you might maintain, you might lose a little weight, but it's just super slow. And you got level 2 here, which is probably where you're at right now. You're seeing some results. You actually have a workout routine, so you're working out 3 times a week. You're tracking your food, you're getting more steps in. This is better. You might be losing a pound or 2 in a month. But here's a problem, you're not doing enough to actually challenge your body. So your progress just stays pretty much average. And then there's level 3. So this is where you want to be, where you're losing a pound a week. And this is when everything changes. This is when fat loss starts to speed up. And this is when you're training with intention. You're not just showing up to workouts, you're actually focusing on building more strength. You're tracking your lifts, you're getting stronger every single week. Because that's what forces your body to actually adapt and slowly become that fit body that you want. Also at level 3, you're locked in with your nutrition, so you're staying within your calories, but also you're hitting your protein goal every single day. And again, sometimes it's never going to be perfect. There are going to be times where you don't hit the mark, but just as long as if you're in that rough range, for most women, it's roughly 90 to 110 grams of protein per day. Just as long as if you're around that range, you're totally fine. And that is when your body is actually starting to use fat as fuel without sacrificing muscle whatsoever. And that is going to get you that toned look that you are looking for and that most women want. Also at level 3, you're moving more throughout the day. Not just workouts, your step count is pretty high. It's roughly at the 12,000 range. Because you got to really think about it. Fat loss doesn't happen in the gym, it happens outside of the gym. It happens through daily movement, just moving more throughout the day. And there's one thing that a lot of women tend to ignore all the time. It's getting at least 7 hours of sleep per day. If you're not getting 7 hours of sleep, your body's just more stressed, your hunger is higher, your energy is lower, and everything just becomes harder to stay consistent with. And when you combine all of this, that's when your body starts to actually work with you. The scale starts to move faster when you're doing this stuff. Your physical appearance is going to start to change. You're going to notice a big difference in your progress photos. Your energy is going to improve a ton. And then things start to feel more predictable and you're actually starting to see a change. And just to be clear, getting to here, the results aren't going to be instant. You aren't going to see 1 pound a week necessarily. It'll happen to most women, but some women, it just won't happen. And also getting to here, it's not easy. But it does mean that once you finally get here, you're actually going to start seeing results. You're going to see results in your appearance. You're going to see results in your energy levels. You're going to see results in your confidence. You're going to see results in your strength at the gym. You're going to see results with your stamina. So if you've been stuck with losing a pound per month, it's not because you can't lose weight. It's because you're operating at a level that doesn't demand your body to change, which is level 1 and 2. You don't need more motivation. You just need better inputs, like level 3. You need structure, like the person here in level 3. And you need a system that actually works for you. And if you want help with that, if you want a clear plan to get from level 1 to 3, or from level 2 to 3, I put together a free guide that shows you exactly how to do it. Just DM me the word sculpt on Instagram and I'll send it straight to you. So you can finally stop guessing and finally start seeing the results that you want. You finally start to see the number on the scale go down. This is the way.